On May 5, 2025, the nation awoke to a shocking announcement. Former President Donald J. Trump, via his social media platform Truth Social, declared his intention to reopen Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary. This infamous island prison, shrouded in myth and legend, had been shuttered for over 6 decades. Trump, echoing his past rhetoric on law and order, proclaimed that Alcatraz would once again house the nation's most ruthless and violent offenders. This unexpected declaration, short on specifics but long on symbolism, immediately ignited a firestorm of debate and speculation. Trump, known for his penchant for bold pronouncements, framed the decision as a necessary step in combating crime and restoring order. He lauded Alcatraz as a symbol of unyielding justice and a stark reminder of the consequences awaiting those who dared to violate the law. The former president, however, remained characteristically vague on the details. He offered no concrete plans for addressing the myriad logistical challenges inherent in resurrecting a decaying island prison. Alcatraz, a forbidding island fortress rising from the frigid waters of San Francisco Bay, has long captivated the American imagination. Established as a military prison in the late 19th century, Alcatraz earned its fearsome reputation during its tenure as a federal penitentiary from 1934 to 1963. Known as the Rock, it became synonymous with isolation, brutality, and the seemingly inescapable grip of the American penal system. During its nearly 3 decades as a federal prison, Alcatraz housed some of the nation's most notorious criminals. Names like Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, became forever linked to the island's grim legacy. The prison, designed to hold less than 300 inmates, was reserved for those deemed too dangerous or disruptive for even the most secure mainland facilities. Life on the Rock was harsh and unforgiving. Inmates endured a strict regimen of work, silence, and constant surveillance. Escape, though attempted on several occasions, was considered virtually impossible. While Trump's vision of a resurrected Alcatraz may hold a certain visceral appeal for some, the practical realities of such an undertaking are daunting, to say the least. The island, battered by decades of salt air and neglect, is a crumbling relic of a bygone era. Its infrastructure, once a marvel of early 20th century engineering, is now woefully inadequate and would require a massive and costly overhaul. One of the most pressing challenges lies in providing basic necessities to the island. Alcatraz has no natural source of fresh water. During its years as a prison, it relied on massive shipments of water barged in from the mainland, a costly and logistically complex undertaking. The island's sewage system, which once discharged directly into San Francisco Bay, is likewise woefully outdated and poses significant environmental concerns. As news of Trump's plans spread, it ignited a fierce debate, further inflaming the already heated political climate. Supporters, many drawn to Trump's tough-on-crime persona, applauded the move, seeing it as a long-overdue return to law and order. They argued that reopening Alcatraz would send a strong message to criminals and deter future crime. Opponents, however, condemned the idea as a step backward, a descent into the dark days of mass incarceration. Beyond the immediate political battle, the proposed reopening of Alcatraz raises profound questions about the role of punishment in a just society. Is resurrecting a symbol of brutality and isolation truly the answer to the nation's complex criminal justice challenges? Or does it represent a misguided attempt to turn back the clock to a simpler, perhaps mythical time when justice was swift and unforgiving? As the debate continues to rage, one thing is certain: the future of Alcatraz, once again thrust into the national spotlight, remains as uncertain and as turbulent as the waters that surround it.